Welcome to Crafty Chemist Designs. Today I'm going to show you the 2022-2023 Close to My Heart Core Catalog. It goes live August 1st and will be available through July 31st. So let's take a look inside. Look at the cover. You can tell that there are great things inside. The first page has a letter from our founder. And here it tells you how to become a maker or a VIP. Something new in this catalog is the scrapbooking starter bundles and the card making starter bundles. The scrapbooking starter bundle comes in two different varieties. There's set 1 and set 2 for the stamps and the cut above layouts. We are continuing with our Craft with Heart card making and scrapbooking subscription, where you can get delivered to your door either a 4-month or 12-month subscription of the scrapbooking or card making. Close to My Heart is known as Let Me Show You How company. And one of the ways we do this is through our love of color books. And I have both of these books myself. These are great because it shows you how to combine colors, what looks good together. And all you need to do is flip to a color that you want to use and then find matching papers. But we also have the how-to books, these idea books that have either card making or scrapbooking layout designs. It's called Make It From Your Heart, and we have volumes 3, 4, and 5 available in this catalog. You can see there's card making designs with measurements and placement guide. I love it. You can see I have several of these. Okay, the first collection from the catalog, and it's so good. It's called Celebrating You. The colors are Sapphire, Lagoon, Glacier, Honey Butter, Mink, Pewter, and French Vanilla. Look at these papers. You get 12 sheets, 2 each of 6 double-sided designs. These are 12 by 12. And they're such fun colors. Now, they sort of lean towards birthday, but you can also use them for just any kind of celebration if you use your papers strategically. You can see there's only a couple designs that actually say birthday on them. Another good thing about these papers is that I feel that they're really gender neutral. They're not feminine or too masculine. There's special things about all of them. Now that Argyle I think is one of my favorites. The stripes are good, and so is the plaid. This one really is my favorite out of the whole pack. It's sort of glitter ombre. This one it looks solid, but it actually has lines in it, and it's lagoon. This one has little presents, and now here's a true ombre, lagoon ombre. And then the new honey butter color in the floral. I just love that design. And then this one has sort of words going across. And this one has really tiny they're not really florals, maybe floral circles, pluses, and then the backside is balloons. You can get it with or without the sticker sheet. And look at that sticker sheet. It is really, really amazing. Again, it can be celebrating because it's got, you can't really see because I use them, but it has champagne bottles, it has champagne glasses. There are some sentiment strips on there. And I don't know if you can see, but there are some foiled elements to this. So some of the stickers have foil on them, silver foil. The Celebrating You coordinating cardstock, you get 12 sheets, 2 each of French Vanilla, Pewter, Sapphire, Lagoon, Glacier, and Honey Butter. So that's Honey Butter, Glacier, Lagoon, Sapphire, Pewter, and French Vanilla. Look how fun those are together. Really nice birthday pack or celebration pack. The embellishment kits are acrylic shapes that have silver glitter or sapphire glitter or honey butter paperboard cutouts to the back. So I use these ones in my samples, but I wanted to show you those to see how thin they are. So these are the backing pieces, and then there are white acrylic pieces that can go on top. There's some shapes, but there's also some words. Here is a sample layout using the Celebrating You papers. And again, you can see really nicely there the silver foil on that banner. Also on the title, Your Special Day. And this one really is an example how you can use it without it being really birthday. And there you can see the acrylic shape on top of this silver glitter paper. And it all comes together. They're made to match each other. Take a note of this stamping set. I'll show that a little bit later, but I wanted to highlight it there. Okay, the second collection. I just think it keeps getting better and better as you turn the pages. This is called Flower Shop, and the colors in this are Ballerina, Flamingo, Raspberry, Sapphire, Capri, Sage, Pine, Avocado, Honey Butter, and White Daisy. You can just tell by those pictures in that, the papers in that picture, that this is a really good set. Has a little bit of a retro feel to it, but also modern. It's really hard to describe, but I think that you can get both vibes with this. Look at this collection. I love the mixture of florals and stripes and polka dots. This one is a beautiful floral. This one is a floral, but the little bit bigger flowers. These are sort of an all-over floral pattern. This, I think, is my favorite paper from this collection. Those are like little daisies or little flowers on the honey butter background. Another floral. This is blue with little diamonds on it. Capri with white polka dots. This is a ballerina and white diagonal stripe. These ones are vertical stripes. I really love that one. And then this is sort of chevron, white chevron with the honey butter. And then the last one is green checked, but they're kind of hashtags almost. So here is the paper. You get 12 sheets, 2 each of 6 double-sided designs. And then you can get it with or without the sticker sheet. But that sticker sheet is so good, you really are going to want to get that. There are some nice titles there. Happy Together, Cherish, Amazing. Look at those, how the UV coating makes those shine. Really nice sticker sheet. The coordinating cardstock, you get 12 sheets, 2 each of Sage, Sapphire, Capri, Honey Butter, Flamingo, and Raspberry. Look at how those go together. They almost don't look like they go together, but when you put those with the papers, it just all makes sense. It's so gorgeous. And then the embellishment pack, you get assorted white and pink acrylic shapes and 1 sheet each of navy and wood printed paperboard die cuts. So these are really nice because they're super thin. The paperboard is even thinner than the wood shapes. Okay, now this is not from the flower shop, but it's from the Isabella collection from a few months ago. But I think it's going to be very similar to those. They're super thin. And then this is a sample of the paperboard embellishments. So you can see it's got like a wood grain on it, so it really looks like wood, but look how super thin it is. It's just a little bit thicker than cardstock. Okay, this is, I don't even know what to say about this collection. It's my favorite. It's called Four Seasons. And it's just like the name implies. There's a set of spring papers, a set of summer papers, a set of autumn papers, and a set of winter papers. What's really good about this set is we do have consultants and customers in places like Australia and New Zealand where the seasons are opposite of what we have. So this makes seasonal papers available to everybody regardless of the time of year. This is a spring set, and you get 6 sheets, 2 each of the 3 double-sided designs. I love that polka dot, but it's like concentric circles, a beautiful floral, a beautiful sort of green chevron, a white wood, yellow stripes, and then pink kind of flamingo polka dot. You can get it with the sticker sheet that I showed there in the beginning. The coordinating cardstock is 12 sheets, 2 each of white daisy, lemonade, avocado, capri, flamingo, and ballerina. Now let's look at the summer collection. It really screams summer, especially with that little picnic plaid. This is a sticker sheet. Fun colors, love the sentiment. And the papers, you get 6 sheets, 2 each of 3 double-sided designs. They are 12 by 12. And look at those all together. There is a multicolored polka dots, a floral, all over floral, green stripes, a really pretty like light wood paper. This is a large sapphire gingham. Oh no, that's not sapphire, that's bluebird. And then the sort of picnic table red plaid. Okay, let's look at the next one is the autumn collection. This is my favorite, but then fall is my favorite. You get 6 sheets, 2 each of the 3 double-sided designs, and then you can opt to get the sticker sheet or not. Our stickers are very sturdy. Look at those colors. It really is amazing. Let's take a closer look at the papers. The first one is sort of like a red houndstooth. It's a really paprika, and then you have the leaves on the background. This one is a, I'd say, toffee stripe, and then an orange plaid, and then a nectarine. I don't know if those are sort of flowers, and then the wood grain. I love the wood grain paper on this one. And then lastly, let's look at the coordinating cardstock. You get 12 sheets, 2 each of shortbread, toffee, mocha, paprika, nectarine, and Sundance. Really great color combination. Okay, now let's look at the last set, which is the winter set. What's really nice about this one is that it really truly is winter. It's not Christmas, so this set is very versatile. Look at that that sticker sheet. It's so pretty. And I can't get over the papers. So beautiful. Again, you get 6 sheets, 2 each of the 3 double-sided designs. There is a plaid. Look at this sort of winter berry sort of design. glacier stripes, the wood grain, very light wood grain. Almost looks like a birch wood. You have some sage, almost mandalas, I don't know, and then a green horizontal stripe. I think that's kind of fun. The coordinating cardstocks, you get 12 sheets, 2 each of espresso, toffee, scarlet, mink, sage, and pine, which is a new color. I did do a sample layout for you to show you what these look like going together, and I used the fall kit, the autumn kit. And I used all of the papers on there. I also threw in some Melon shimmer trim there, which we'll talk about a little bit later. Little cluster there of banners. I have really great things planned for that collection. Now let's look at the stamps, thin cuts, and more. Here's some artwork that shows a lot of the different elements. Okay, this first set is really all about the seasons, and it does coordinate with the Four Seasons paper. But look at these stamp set. You have the Spring Greetings stamp set, the Celebrate Summer, the Thankful Autumn, and the Winter Wishes. And then there's the Seasonal Haul stamp and thin cuts, or you can get it with just the stamps. It's the truck that you could put all those fun elements inside. Look at that. You can put fireworks, you can put pumpkins, you can put a Christmas tree. This is a really nice set. This kind of goes with the seasons. There's 4 seasons here. You can make it 4 seasons. Smell the flowers stamp and thin cut, Chasing Sunshine, Autumn Air, and The Merriest Season. And look at those layouts. Again, that coordinates with these seasons. Here's another floral stamp set. Garden Borders is on the top, and then Floral Blooms is on the bottom. The Floral Blooms you can get with or without the thin cuts. Look at that layout. I am definitely going to be doing a demo of that scrapbook layout right there because I really love that. I don't have the stamp set yet, but it is on my list so that we can do that layout. Okay, now we're getting into what they called the Hobbies page. This one is Bigger, Faster, Stronger stamp set, and you can get it with or without the thin cuts. And then there's Musical Expressions stamp and thin cuts, or you can get it without the thin cuts. This is a Dancing Ballerina stamp and thin cuts, or you can get it without the thin cuts. Look at that pretty layout, and that is a consultant designed stamp set. And then there's 2 different sets on the right side. There's the new Kid on the Block set and the Honk for the Newlyweds set. I love those little layouts. Now this is a really amazing set. These are thin cuts, and you have the square patterns thin cuts and the circle patterns thin cuts. And these are really fun because you can add these together, add the paper together in many different combinations. So there you go. There's the squares and the circles. The circles was a preview during National Scrapbooking Month. One of them was uses those circles. I do have a sample here where you can see I used the square set on this layout, and I rearranged the patterns and colors. And then this one has the interlocking squares. Aren't those fun? And then I think I had I have the circle samples. This is the one from National Scrapbooking Month, or Day, I guess. Look at how you can arrange those. There's a full circle, there's half circles, there's quarter circles, and I did stamp some designs on some of those, and I used patterned paper on some of them. So many options. And then at the bottom is the background elements stamp set. I did show you that border earlier on that birthday layout, and I told you to remember that was from this set. And then look at that sort of, I don't even know what you would call that. Almost looks scribbled, the scribbled edge stamp. I used that on a layout here. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I used Sundance. So it just kind of looks like a jagged design. There's another one of these square thin cut sets. It almost looks like a bullseye, but I alternated the colors. Okay, there are two separate stamp sets here, but they really are meant to go together. There's a Flourish Layers stamp set that has those little flourishes that make sort of almost like a wreath. And then you had the Flourished Greeting set that you can stamp inside. So they nestle perfectly together. This is a fun stamp and thin cut set. It's called Scoops and Sprinkles. You can cut out ice cream cones from that. Really super cute. Okay, this one on the right, Floral Sentiment stamp set. I would not have purchased this set just by looking at the catalog. We did get the stamp set in the catalog walkthrough with Home Office, and I'm so glad that they did because I really love this set. And I've got a few different things lined up to use this set with for some demos for you. At least one card and at least one layout. But yeah, look at these samples. These are the samples we made during the convention. I'm just amazed by how beautiful these are. I love the colors that we used, but look how they layer. Look at that one, 2 layers, there's 3 layers. I did some second generation stamping. It's so beautiful. Okay, now these stamp sets are incredible. I can't even begin to tell you how excited I am about these. The one on the top is called Another Candle Stamp and Thin Cuts. Again, you can get it with or without the thin cuts. The Presents one in the middle is called You Deserve It All, and it comes with or without the thin cuts. And then the set of thin cuts at the bottom is called the Pull Tab Thin Cuts, and it helps you make these cards interactive. So I do have the You Deserve It All stamp set, and it came with the thin cuts. And if you want to do this interactive element, I really recommend you get this stamp set with the thin cuts. This is one time where you really will want to have that. I do have some samples to show you, but before we do that, let's take a look at the Pull Tab Thin Cuts. It's there at the bottom. It doesn't look like anything in the catalog, right? Your attention is not drawn to that at all, but wait until you see what it does. It's just super amazing. So this is on my must-have list for you to get. Okay, here's a sample. Okay, here's the magic of it. The pull tab, it pulls the present up. Isn't that so cute? Here's the second one. This one I made a landscape card. And in here it says happy birthday. Peekaboo, happy birthday. You just pull it up and then you push it back down. And there's one more card. This one is cute. It says happy birthday inside too. And they're just different by the way I colored them. So I would put a star by these if I were you, because you really need this. Okay, and this set is a must-have too. I did purchase this because I wanted to show you how to make it work, because I don't think that the catalog really does it justice for how great this set is. At the top, you get the Sending Smiles stamp set. There we go. And what's nice about this stamp set is they each sort of go together. There's two words that go together, like hello friend, are sending smiles across the miles. You are as sweet as a peach. And then here's the thin cuts that come separately. They're called card front slider window thin cuts, and you get those 3 pieces there. And those thin cuts are what allow you to make this interactive card. And here I have a sample. I used the new color Periwinkle, and hopefully you can see that, but when you pull up on the tab, the words change. It says hello friend, hello sweet friend, hello sweet friend. Isn't it like magic? I don't know what to say, but that's a must-have. We are coming out with our own slider thin cuts. Okay, I've done a slider demo before where I made my own, but now we have slider thin cuts. And there is a stamp set that goes with it, coordinates with it. It's called The Places You'll Go. They are 2 separate items, but they are meant to sort of go together. And I want to point out the little doggy that you can put in the basket on your bike, and then have your bike move back and forth across the page. Isn't that a super fun set? Now this is a really nice page of sentiments. So these are sentiments that really are meant to go inside. Those are 6 different stamp sets. So they all come individually. So you can pick whatever sentiment you like. I never know what to stamp inside my cards, so I love it when they do that. This page has a set of 3 different thin cuts. You've got the tab thin cuts and the tags and tabs thin cuts. Those are from the previous catalog that they're carrying over. And then there's also the all-purpose tags and thin cuts with some new tags. And then the stamp set is called Just For You stamp set, and it's meant to coordinate with those different tag thin cuts. Here's a couple fun thin cuts. The one on the left is called Present Card Thin Cuts. So it shows you on the picture there. You can't really see it, but you pull that lid up and down, and there you could put a gift card in there. And then there's also the backpack card thin cut. And then you want to also get the gift card tabs thin cuts. And then on the right, there's butterfly layers thin cuts and sprigs and leaves thin cuts. Okay, this page has some word thin cuts at the top there. There are 2 sets at the top. The first one at the top is Best Wishes, and then the second one is For You. And then there are some slimline stitch front and stitch front cards. Okay, look at this fun set. There's 3 stamp sets there. Shooting Stars on the top left, In My Heart on the top right, and Greetings Girl on the bottom. Some nice sentiments and different designs of hair that you can make your girls whatever you want. And we have some new shaker elements. This first one I wanted to point back. It was on the page before in use, There is Stitched Star, Stitched Heart, and Round Balloon. And then there's also a new Scalloped Circle. I have this one, and it is so beautiful. There you go. There's a close-up of the thin cut. And I did make a card to show you, a little shaker card. And I used the Backyard Bliss papers with it. And then at the bottom there, you have this circle shaker window thin cuts. And then this circle shaker window foam and acetate. And this is the one from last catalog that has carried through. But here are the new elements. You've got the small circle shaker and thin cuts. And then you can get the small circle shaker window foam and acetate. And I wanted to show you the comparison so you can see how much smaller it is. I don't know. It's not quite half as small. So they didn't cut it down in half, but they did a good job. But it's so much smaller. Look at that. I tried to duplicate the balloons layout from the previous page. Except I didn't have that girls stamp set, so I used the girl set that I had. And then this one I used the Backyard Bliss papers just to show you. But what's neat about that, I don't know if you noticed, the one with the Disney balloons, the shaker was behind the front, and then the other one, the shaker window, was as we typically had been doing it, where it was on top of the card. And then there's also a slimline shaker window. And you can get the thin cuts, and then you also can get the foam and acetate. And I'm pretty sure that these are thinner than what they used to be. So I'll be interested to see when I get a new, the bigger circle shaker window foam and acetate, if that one is thinner also, or if it's just the small one. There's a new stamp set there at the top, and it's actually 4 different stamps. Happy Birthday, A Little Hello, Thinking of You, and Circle Sentiment. Those are all separate. And then they're carrying over the Circles Thin Cuts and the Stitched Fancy Brackets. Okay, here we've got 2 new embossing folders, a slimline and a regular A2 card size. And then we have some new alphabet stamps, Memo, Day, Havana, Molly Moo. And then there's a slimline alphabet and number bundle, the Anthem alphabet stamp set and thin cuts, and then the Moxie alphabet stamp and thin cut. I think I'm going to get the Moxie. And then you can get a bundle that's got all of them. The set on the bottom right is called Title Style. Okay, now let's get into some of our specialty papers. We do have glitter paper. There is, they did retire some, but the new ones are Melon, Periwinkle, Seabrook, Pine, and Mist. And what's great about our glitter paper is it does not shed. Look at that. I'm rubbing it all over and it doesn't shed. We also still have some of our holographic paper. There's no new paper there. Okay, this one is Twinkle Toes. And then the other one is Sunbeam. Okay, these are new and they are really amazing. Both of the things on this page are new. The top I'm super excited about. I haven't received it yet because it was not available to order yet. It's the journaling strip stickers. You get 6 sheets of 20 adhesive-backed paper strips that you can use to journal. And then these are what they call irresistibles. So there's the irresistible alphabets and then the irresistible different shapes. So that one's a plaid. So these come white with the UV coating like on them. This one I think is the Floral. This is a diagonal stripe. This one has the sort of the checkerboard. That one I think are stars. And then the last one is the polka dots. And let me show you what is amazing about these. What's amazing about these is that you can use your own inks, what other media you want, to make it whatever color you want. So you always have letters. You can always have the shapes that you need. Okay, in this one I used a shimmer pen. I don't know if you can see that, but it is so shimmery. This one I used just regular ink. That's the wild berry ink. And so I don't know if you can see, ink covers the paper part, but then it leaves the part that has the UV coating blank. So that one was the Distress Oxide. This one I used the watercolor paints to make those pink diagonal stripes. Here I used markers. Now you can tell when I used the markers, it covered that irresistible part a little bit, and I'm not sure if it's because it was so dark or not. If I used a lighter color, maybe it wouldn't have done that. And this one, the last one, I used the new pens that I will talk about. Okay, on this page you have craft paper, vellum paper, distressed watercolor paper, and then the white cards and envelopes, the A2 size, and the slimline size. What's new on the right side are these alphabet banners. They're 4-inch wood letters that have holes in them that you can hang onto a banner string. And like I said, they're 4 inches, and you can get them individually so you can spell out whatever you want. And then we also continue to have our Perpetual Calendar and the base calendar. Here's some embellishments, the sequins and confetti and sprinkles. You've got the Melon loose sequins, the iridescent flowers, the gold star confetti, the silver star confetti, the clear loose gems, the pink mini hearts, the pastel mini circles, and the primary sprinkles. These are great for all of the new shakers. I love what they've done with the dots now. Now the dots come in so many colors, and they come in 3 different colors on each sheet, which is so great. It makes it stretch so far. So this one, the first one is melon, so they're all melon. But then the other ones are sets like scarlet, candy apple, and papaya. You've got the melon pearls, the melon flowers. They've kept the gold and silver glitter gems and the sparkles and the bitty sparkles. And then we have the shimmer trim. Really beautiful shimmer trim. The new ones are Melon, Periwinkle, Mist, Seabrook, Pine, and that's it. And then the item on the right is the Melon ribbon. So here's a sample of the Melon dots, and I wanted to show you, they're not just dots, there's actually different shapes. There's hearts, stars, and circles. And they're also really thin. These are much thinner than the gold and silver glitter gems. So I'll be interested to see what the glitter gems are like coming out of this catalog, if those are thinner too. Here's a sample of the Melon shimmer trim. I really love the melon color, so I wanted to get the matching shimmer trim. And I used it on this layout using the Autumn 4 Seasons paper. So I just wanted to show you that. Okay, on the next page are all of the sort of acrylic shapes and the die cuts. So these come in different designs. So there's alphabet, numbers, hearts, stars, arrows, brackets, flowers, and buttons. And then each of the collections you can get in either rainbow, black die cut, so it's rainbow acrylic, black die cut, wood grain die cut, or you get them as a bundle. Okay, this page has, I think everything is the same as before. You've got the watercolor pencils, the watercolor paints, the water brush, and things to emboss with. This page is showing us the markers, and so you can get the Essential Blends bundle or the Deep Blends bundle, or you can buy them individually. Also, there is the Blender pen and the True Black. These are new. The thing at the bottom, they're called Quicksilver Metallic markers. Also the molten copper metallic markers and the liquid gold markers. Here are some new pens that we have. The pen at the top left are from previously. We also have some white gel pens, 3 different widths. These are what's new. You can get the metallic gel pen or the Stardust Gel Pen, and these are markers like we used to have back in the day, jelly ball markers. I did purchase the Stardust Gel Pens, and what's really fun about these is it just has this, as the name says, stardust, so it like sparkles. I don't know if you can tell from my writing. I tried to write them so you can see the colors: pink, peach, green, light blue, dark blue, and silver. But they're shiny. It's stardust. Okay, here's the different shimmer pens. There's some new colors. The new colors are Melon, Ballerina, Periwinkle, Mist, Glacier, Seabrook, Sage, Clover, Pine, and Honey Butter. You can also get these in as a bundle. So the bundle, there's 4 different bundles. So bundle 1 is the top, and bundle 2, bundle 3, and bundle 4. Great way to get all of the colors. They did cut back on the glitter glue and the liquid pearls. The new glitter glue colors is Copper, Saltwater, and Pacific Coast. On the right is the Distress Oxide. There are several new Distress Oxides. Okay, this one is Speckled Egg. Kind of a real gray blue. And then there is the Salvaged Patina. Isn't that a pretty color? Next one is amazing. Oh, this is Rustic Wilderness. So a really dark green. This is the one that's really amazing. Villainous Poison. I just love the name. It's a really deep purple. It is kind of like Minnesota Vikings purple, I would say. And then Kitsch Flamingo. Look at that. And I did on these samples spritz them with water so you could see what it looked like spritz with water, because Distress Oxide are water reactive. Okay, there are 3 gloss sprays in this catalog. They got rid of some of the colors. And then something new is this shimmer spray. So they're pearlescent ink sprays. There are some fun new elements on this page that I can't wait for you to see. What's new there is the blending brush. Now this is my blending brush. It's an old one, but I wanted to show you a sample of what they look like. And something new. These aren't really new. The mini ink blending tool and the foam is new, or is not new, but it's dome shaped. Okay, they're no longer flat. It's more humped. Okay, now this is what I think you'll really be just blown away by, and that is stamping foam. And I can't wait to do a demo with this. I actually saw Simon Hurley use these. So this is a Simon Says stamping product, and I watched a demo of him using this, and it's so amazing. And what's amazing about this is you can get it to take the shape of any object in your home. Think of a wicker basket or something. You push that foam on it, and now you've got a ready-made stamp. Okay, there's only one texture paste in the catalog, and it's opaque. On the right, we have new 12 by 12 stencils. There's 2 packs, pack 1 and pack 2. I love that all over floral design. This one is rainbow design, and those rainbows actually will line up with each other. We also have card front stencils. We've got the regular A2 card front stencils, and then some slimline card front stencils. I love that butterfly one. And then there's some artwork that shows how they use that. I think everything on this page, this is the best thing. This is, I think, what I'm most excited about is the little, I don't know what you call it, the stamped chamois case. I mean, look at mine. I keep mine on this piece of plastic. I can't wait to get that case. So it's open so it will breathe and your stamped chamois won't get moldy, but it keeps it protected. Okay, this is mostly the same, but I do want to point out something new. We are carrying a T-square now, a new T-square ruler. And what's special about this one is it comes in 2 pieces. So there's the ruler that goes down and then a cross piece. And they're magneted to, there's a magnet that keeps them together. Okay, this page, these 2 pages for the most part are the same except one new product, which is this masking tape. So you can get it either with the 4-inch size or the 1-inch size, or you can get the bundle that comes with 2 1-inch size and 1 4-inch size. This is more like blue painter's tape than it is washi tape, just to give you an idea, but I'm so excited about that. I've got some ideas for that one already. We are continuing with our workspace wonder. And then here are some organizers. There are a couple new things in here. I don't know if you noticed, that first one there is a photo organizer. So you can see a picture there on the right. You can put your photos. But I've also seen people put their embellishments in there. And something else that's new is that one that I just pointed out there. It's called the Paper Strip Saver. So it's got little sectioned off spaces for you to put like your zip strips in. Isn't that great? Okay, here's some digital art. We do have some heat transfer vinyl. You can't really tell based on that, but we do. And then digital art. These are the album pages. We've got the My Legacy collection and the Everyday Life album, plus some accessories like the label holders. These are the different pocket protectors. You can get side-loaded or top-loaded and different sizes and shapes. We also have a couple new Pocket Plus pages. There is the new 4x6 pockets and the new 4x4 pockets. And then, of course, our flip-flaps, which we are known for. The color of the year is Melon. Isn't that beautiful? It's like a peachy color. It's so beautiful. And you can get all of the accessories to go with it. The shimmer trim, the shimmer brush, the sequins. And then all of our colored paper. The new papers are Melon, Periwinkle, Mist, Seabrook, Pine, and Honey Butter. Let's take a look at these. This is Melon, the color of the year. You can see the dark side here. It's so pretty. I'm going to show you up close with a couple other colors. So you can see this is the peach and ballerina. So it's a little more, I would say, orangey than those colors. Okay, the next one is Periwinkle. There you go. It's a purplish color. And I do have the ink pad that goes with it. I don't know if you noticed, but there is a new label for our ink pads. Let's compare this Periwinkle to some other colors of ours. I've got a little bit of Bluebell left over. I wanted to compare it to because it had kind of a Bluebell look to me. But then there's also Wisteria and Lilac. So you can kind of get an idea about how Periwinkle compares to those. Okay, this one is Mist. And it's like a gray color. It's like mist. It's named very well. I have a few colors that we can compare it to. Oh no, those aren't the ones I wanted to compare it to this. Those are for the Seabrook. Okay, these are the ones for this one. So there you've got mink, pewter, and charcoal. And then also linen. To kind of give you an idea about how it compares. The next color is Seabrook. It's really maybe hard to tell in that picture. It's kind of on the green side, but I'm putting it by mint, and sage. I don't remember what that third one there is to compare it to. Okay, this is the new Pine color. This was previewed with the National Scrapbooking Month papers. And compare it to New England Ivy. New England Ivy did retire after, 20-some years. So the pine is basically taking its place. But they are different. And then this is honey butter. Has anybody ever had honey butter chicken? Oh my gosh. I love this color. And I love honey butter chicken. Okay, I put next to it shortbread, Sundance, and lemonade to kind of give you an idea about the color range of that. And this is retired canary, but I still have a little bit of it. So I would say that honey butter is pretty close to canary, but not quite as yellow. The retired colors are, I listed there. I will tell you about retired colors in my Facebook group. And this is the new Operation Smile. It's called Change the World stamp set. And there you have it. the 2022-2023 Close to My Heart catalog. If you like anything, you can go to my website at thecraftychemist.closetomyheart.com. Follow me on Facebook, Crafty Chemist Designs, where I go live every Sunday at 4 p.m. Central. I invite you to join my Facebook group, The Crafty Chemist Presents CTMH, and I have an Instagram, Crafty Chemist Designs. Thank you. Goodbye.